Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is for educational purpose only. First, I want to shout out to T-Trades for his videos. That's from where I got some my strategies from. So let's get into the video. Last week of Saturday, the last video I posted, I spoke about where I want to see price get into before we can see any other movement. And when I was doing a weekly analysis for the next week, which is this week. Yesterday was Monday, today is Tuesday. And looking at price, I said when last week closed below the previous week low, just the close was not that strong, but we had a close below this week. Now, and I said on the daily, price has given us change state of delivery. Excuse me, this red candle here. Look at this eye. Look at those eyes. When price took it out, closed back, we have, change state of delivery by this. So what am I expecting? The same thing we have on EU. Let me show you. On EU, look at it. Look at this high here, and price has been selling off. Now let's go back to GU. Now I said I want to see price coming to this level. I want to see price coming to that level, that fair value gap. I want to see price coming to this level, this fair value gap you see here, which I marked out on my previous video. I don't see price come there first before we can take any other action. But yeah, so fortunately and unfortunately, Powell spoke yesterday, I think around 1 a.m. Nigeria time, and we saw a move immediately towards that mark. So there was not enough price action yesterday on the GU. You can see when price got to this fair value gap, it didn't leave, it was just moving here, and so there was nothing yet on yesterday. There was no trade, except you are weak around that time. You are weak, or you could take this when price close above this series of down close candle. When price close above it, look at what I showed when I spoke about change state of delivery, or this was a continuation pattern. When price closed above this series of down close candle right here, this candle, it tested it with this candle. When it tested it with this candle, look at the negative one I spoke about. Use standard deviation, T-trades, standard deviation, yeah. The low, the high that caused this low. Look at the high that caused this one, this candle down, measure it from here to that very point, and look at negative one was hit even above, almost close to negative 2. So if you are awake around this time, 8 o'clock, this has been a good trade on GU. But from the New York session didn't do much, neither did New York session didn't do much. So this was for something 45 pips. But let's go back. So yes, I said I wanted to see price coming to this level. Now this is a fair value gap, this is a daily fair value gap. Inverse fair value gap. Is it? No, it's just a fair value gap. So this is a bearish fair value gap, not an inverse fair value gap. It's a bearish fair value gap. So I'm expecting price to respect it. As you can see, pricing close above the fair value gap, close below. So I'm expecting price to respect it. If price will expect it, maybe take out this high, that's previous day's high, and come down and sell down. But then again, there's a catch. Price has closed above this previous day high. You can see the close. So I don't know yet. Price might, move forward because once price closes above previous day high or previous day low, we're expecting a continuation. So what do we have here? So what am I waiting? What am I looking out for? I'm looking out for price to take out this high and before it moves. But if price is going to take out that high first and eventually comes down to this fair value gap, this 1 hour fair value gap, I'm expecting a price movement upwards. So there are various scenarios, but I want to see price on a point of interest. Price is exactly on the point of interest, but I want to see more confirmation to this. If it's taking out this high, I'm waiting for a change state of delivery. If it's coming down below, I'm waiting for a change state of delivery if I can get into price. But put in mind today's CPI. Every trade should happen after the news. CPI is a very strong news. So yeah, after 2:30 Nigeria time, we might see price. We can see what the market is saying. Now let's go to EU. I took a trade on EU yesterday. Like I said, same thing on EU. I want to see price move upwards. I want to see it move upwards. So yes, if you observe EU on the 4 hour or the 1 hour, you see an SMT here, right here. Look at how this candle did take out this low. But on the GU, look at what happened. Price took it out. This one. Are you seeing it? Let me mark it out. Very tiny, but look at what I'm trying to say. Yeah, price took it out 4 hours. EU, let's see EU. But nothing happened in EU. It's a classic SMT. It's an SMT. Look at that. SMT. So who is the weakest? EU was the weakest. It means EU was the weakest. So once you see something like this, EU normally, or the weak one, is more volatile, moves faster than the strong one. So let's see. 1 hour, I took a trade on the E yesterday after because I was not awake when this whole in fact I didn't expect him to speak yesterday. That's Powell. I didn't expect to speak yesterday. So but yeah, I didn't see this, I didn't catch this move, but I caught this move. On the 15 minutes, I can see on the 15 minutes we had a change set of delivery after price got to this level, we're just consolidating and then it took out this high. This high you are seeing here, it was the London, high. Look at the time it took out the high. When New York opened, this was 2:45. Took out the high, and I told you want to see it on a point of interest. You want to see it in a point of interest. If not, it's not valid. But look at our calculation, the low that made the high. Can you see that? We had a -1 or -2, -2.5. But I entered on the 1 hour. The 1 hour, look at this. 1 hour. The low, the low that made this high, when it closed below this series of up close candle, this series of bullish candle, when it closed below it, that's the open price. We tested it. Now this is testing you are seeing here, this very candle, it's a fair value gap, a 15 minutes fair value gap. When price closed above, when price closed below, look at this candle again, went to retest this level, and here we go, almost at the negative one. Price is still going to move downwards into this wave gap. I believe so. Look at the 15 minutes fair value gap I'm talking about. This 15 minutes fair value gap right here. This one, 15 minutes fair value gap. Price came into that level. Yeah, you can wait for, if you miss this, yeah, you can wait for this. This will test non-cyclical gap, and I would have entered here after price close. Yeah, I would have entered again. So this is it. What am I expecting to do? Like I said, I want to see price in an interesting level, either the fair value gap or the EU taking out, or GU taking out that high, EU taking out a session high, or it's coming to this fair value gap. It's a 4 hours fair value gap. Now, also, so I'm just going to wait for the news today and see how price is going to react. Um, that's like 2:30. So that's it. I'll come back and show you how it all went. So if you like this video, like and subscribe.